So, the 2004 film Troy, starring Brad Pitt, Orlando Bloom, and Eric Bana. The thing about this film, it was supposed to be directed by Christopher Nolan. So Chris Nolan recently spoke with Empire Magazine about this 2004 film, and it's really interesting to think that this could have been a completely different movie. So Warner Brothers just decided to not give the reins of the film to Nolan, and they give it to Wolfgang Peterson, who ended up directing the film. It's really interesting to think that Warner Brothers had Nolan ready to go, and then they were like, you know what? I don't think he's that good of a director. We're gonna go with Wolfgang. Because his name was Wolfgang, probably. It sounds cooler. But here's where it gets kind of crazy. Warner Brothers probably felt bad about this, and they're like, you know what, Chris? We have this other project we would like you to direct. And that project actually ended up spawning a trilogy. And that script was Batman Begins. It's really funny to think that, we got some of the best superhero movies because Warner Brothers felt bad. It was like, listen, I'm sorry I said the things that I said and did the things that I did. We accept this. Essentially, this is like a bouquet of flowers to gift your wife when you've done something bad, but instead of a bouquet of flowers, it's a script. So Nolan briefly talked about this when he was doing his interview with Empire. He said, at the end of the day, it was a world that I was very interested to explore. So it's been in the back of my mind for a very long time, certain images, particularly how I wanted to handle the Trojan horse, things like that. And it's crazy that this is how we got the trilogy. I mean, this trilogy not only changed the way that Batman stories are told, but superhero movies as well. Going to the approach of seriousness, of like, no, this can actually happen. Let's actually take out the cartoon element and give it some realism. So it's really cool. I'm glad it happened. But Troy, it's interesting to think how that movie would have turned out. And it's really cool that all these years later, Nolan's going to get his chance to actually take those ideas and those images that he had in his head and apply them to The Odyssey. And it's a film that I've been talking about until Achilles' heel gets put back together. That makes no sense. But you know what I'm saying. But I want to ask you two questions. One, did you enjoy the movie Troy? I honestly didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was better than Alexander. Brad Pitt was a perfect Achilles. I thought it was a fun film. And two, give me as many thumbs up in the comment box on how excited you are for The Odyssey. So you can give me 1 thumbs up if you're excited, or like 100 if you're excited. I'm curious because it's going to be an unbelievably beautiful film, and it's completely shot in IMAX the way that Nolan does. That's Nolan style. Go big or go home.